Dicejunkies. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
Q.
and on Skype.
Bloodaxe.
Mr. Bloodaxe.
It is the Mr. Bloodaxe.
What's that call tag? What's that call number?
TK74676. You 50 first out there.
And I could go on more with that, but once again, just don't want to drag on one topic
because we've got a good show coming up.
On to new movie. Our show is a show. Yes, Netflix. Well, we don't know if it's good. It's a trailer.
I like the trailer,
and it's been recently dropped a new trailer for Wednesday. Addams. And the trailer actually looked pretty good. Me and Q watched it for the show, and yeah, I actually
let me see that shot. Or
which
walk
one?
It up, back of the head. I like that. Our girl rolling up. I mean, they've been doing a very common theme of these more older versions, like more adult versions of shows, like what they did with Riverdale and all that. And I normally don't like it, but this actually looks like this will be quite interesting because it looks like they're going to do a darker version of Addams Family. Yes, those are bags of piranhas. And no, not everybody gets out of the water in time. And because in the trailer, I was like, oh, crap, it happened. Like, there is blood. You know what I'm saying? So, this darker Tim Burton is Tim Burton from the mind of Tim Burton. But this darker one, because later on they mention that there's murder, like mysteries and stuff. And for Addams Family, I'm into this. As long as they don't try to go like to the point like where they did with Riverdale and some other stuff where it's Sabrina Teenage Witch where it's just all sex and cursing. They don't seem to be doing that. It still looks like the Addams, but with that, we're not PG-13, or at least not fully PG-13.
I think it's probably PG-13.
That was a good bit of blood in the water, man.
Yeah.
And then they had the blood all over later, remember? They had like the blood dripping down.
But just a little blood. I mean, it's
PG-13 doesn't do a lot of blood, but okay. Well, either way, PG-13-ish, is cool. And then Wednesday Addams is a character I expect to be a badass. I mean, Wednesday Addams is a badass. She was a terror. She's the daughter of Morticia. She's no joke, man. So, like, this is not a case of to even get that shot with the blood. I like the one where she had the blood raining on her. It's a little earlier, I think. But like, is that it? There. Oh man, I need a better editor. Yeah, like that with blood raining down and there. I need good help, people. But like that shot, that's not really PG-13.
I bet you can.
That's PG-13, maybe. But I like this darker edge.
There we go.
Yeah, that's cool. I like this darker edge to Addams Family because they always hinted at it, and I always thought, wouldn't it be fun to have a slightly darker humor where there is actually things happening?
Well,
like
and it also seems like they are going closer to the.
Morticia and Gomez look a lot more like the comic strip version.
The original comic strip. A lot of people did complain about it not being similar to
the TV show.
The old TV show. I think Dulwoods in our chat rooms time he's actually watching the old series now, which didn't make the Addams Family famous. Like the comic strip, yes, but that series was what people remember, and so a lot of people were a little upset that they went with a Gomez that was a good bit different from the series. But they did try to match the Gomez from the actual strip.
I've actually read the comic strip, and while it's okay, it doesn't have anything on the show. I won't lie. The show was way funnier. Yeah, Addams Family and the Munsters, man. But still, it's about Wednesday, so it doesn't bother me because I don't think they're going to be in it a lot. It's about Wednesday.
I was always a Fester fan. I even played the old Nintendo game.
Yeah, that was a fun game. Fester, the Quest.
Fester's Quest, yeah,
that was a good one.
So I did not see Fester in the
it's about
trailer,
Wednesday,
but
and interestingly enough, like I said, I can get into that. Mm-hmm. Like I could get into it being about Wednesday. I like Wednesday Addams. She's from the Addams Family, so again, it doesn't feel like it's like no, she's an Addams baby. The fact that she's kicking butt fencing, that makes sense. She's an Addams.
Oh yeah,
she was probably trained by her father Gomez or her mother Morticia or her uncle Fester. They're all no joke. So like, this is a character I expect to be no nonsense. So this is cool, and I'm looking forward to it. And look, people, what? I want to see a show about a strong female character? Yes, because it's a good character.
Well, hopefully.
It's canon.
Like I said, if they do it right, it can be really good. It has potential. From watching this trailer, it has potential. I will definitely give it a try. So we'll see what happens. Yeah.
And this is one of those characters I'd like to see. It's the same thing for Bloodaxe. I mean, if he was to hear that a really, and he saw a great trailer for frigging Metroid for Samus Aran, oh, my homeboy would be like, I mean, Bloodaxe, what would you do? I mean, especially if it looked good.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'd be there opening day, man. I'd pre-order tickets for me and Mrs. Bloodaxe, and we would go. And that you made my point that I was going to bring up is, when we're talking about She-Hulk, don't cancel it. We need a strong female lead in a series. Well, this is a strong female lead that a lot of us can get stoked about because it's well written. Now, if they go around and they twist the character around to where it's not Wednesday Addams anymore, I'll check out pretty quick.
Yeah.
But it's on Netflix, so I'll watch it. And I will be looking forward to talking about it on the show. But based on what we've seen so far, they're staying true to the character, which is all that we ask, and and continue and write that character in the space that we know that character to be. As long as you follow those little guidelines, dude, we'll check in to watch the show.
Well, I mean, you got to follow those guidelines, but you also got to have good writing. Because I will say, poor writing is also a symptom I've seen a lot lately. It's not just the horrible, trying to insert every little thing in there. It's also an issue of it's also just poorly written. I can forgive a lot. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I still watch Sandman, even though it threw me. I thought it was well written. I enjoyed the show. But so I mean, if you're gonna try to push something, you got to write it well at least.
Yeah. And here's the thing they're also doing, which we also don't mind, but they're giving us something a little new because they're going PG-13 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're seeing blood, we're seeing an implication that no, people are getting hurt, or because it's always been implied that their bodies are buried.
Yeah.
I don't mind them going there because I've always wanted to know, would the humor still land? Would the Addams Family still be as interesting if the repercussions were not merely off-screen jokes?
Yeah.
That's going to be a very risky thing, but that's why I want to see it too, is to go, how does this land? My sense of humor is really dark. I don't know about other people, but I've got a really dark sense of humor. I'll probably like it because I watch horror comedies where the bodies pile up. And in horror, and by the way, it has worked. We've seen horror comedies where, there's bodies. People are getting killed, and it's still funny.
Yeah.
So will they land it? Let's see.
We'll see.
Just a blast.